So we've looked at and dissected a few stories. Now let's talk about how do you find the stories within your organization. There are a bunch of different types of stories that might work for you, so let's look at them. I'd suggest making sure you have a pad and a paper, and as we talk about these, you're likely to get ideas of who you should be talking with, and you don't want to forget any. First, the founder story. Who founded your organization? That's a person with a goal who probably faced obstacles and found success because your organization, it exists. It's a perfect story. Even if your founder's not around, having others tell their story, that can be very powerful. The trick is not to get so involved with how the organization was founded that you lose sight of why it was created. That's the passion. What were they looking to solve and to make happen? It doesn't just have to be the founder. Anyone who builds anything within your organization, they're the founder of that thing and they have a story to tell. The focus story. Kind of like the Who Are the Young Americans video. What's the core challenge that you tackle? What's the thing that you do? Should your volunteers tell this? Your staff? The people you serve? There's actually another version of the Who Are the Young Americans video that exclusively has the kids from the workshop tell the story. It's a strong piece because the kids tell what they got from the workshop. They're sharing their personal experiences, so it's a first-hand of what this workshop accomplishes. These focus stories, they're the hardest ones because they really are about the mission, but done right, and especially if they can share the passion for the organization as well as the mission, they can be a great tool. The impact story. The people who are impacted by your organization. These are those before and after stories with the people you serve. It's the Brennan and the Dean stories. Again, they're not the story of the mission. They're the stories of the people who the mission has touched. The inside stories. Your volunteers, your staff, they all have stories to tell. Why do they volunteer? Why did they sign on with your organization? The before and after story can work well here too. How does your organization's mission affect them and what's different now that they're a part of your team? They may also be able to tell stories about people that the organization has helped. Some organizations, you may not be able to video some of the people who you serve for whatever reason, but the volunteers, they can share the stories without revealing details, of course. But the inside stories make it easy for others to see themselves in your organization's shoes and want to be a part of it. The outside stories. How do you add value to the overall community? Who in the community can tell that story and speak about your impact? I worked with an organization that helped kids in the court system, and one of our interviews was with a judge that they'd worked with many times. Who better to tell the impact of the organization than someone who's seen its positive effects repeatedly and who the audience already knows and respects? Future stories. What do you want this organization to be? What are the dreams and the hopes? This one, it's all about the passion, seeing the changes that you want to make and sharing them. Again, it's not just about the dreams, and be careful it's not too much about the details. It's about the people dreaming them and what those dreams mean to them. It's what it would do for your volunteers and the people you serve and what it means to them that this dream comes alive. Now, hopefully, this starts stirring up some ideas for you of the stories you can tell. Everyone you come in contact with has the potential to tell your story from a new point of view. So next, we're going to talk about how do you get those stories from the people who have them.